Welcome back to the channel. This week, we're going to talk about some of the things that people have said to me in the comment section about my most popular video. It's the one on the Ace family and their house being foreclosed on. Spoiler alert, it's not very nice. All right, so the video we're going to show you right now is a video I've showed you multiple times before. It was very, very popular, and we followed it up with a longer video that was aimed at clarifying the fact that all of this is from an educational standpoint. The original video was about a technical term in the real estate industry known as economic obsolescence, and it just happened to mention that the Ace family was getting their home foreclosed on.
Austin McBroom and his Ace family are facing foreclosure on their Woodland Hills home. Built in 2019, this home has to be one of the largest and most luxurious in the area. It's situated on nearly 2 acres and features an astonishing 15,000 square feet of living area, 10 bedrooms, and 15 bathrooms. In May of 2019, the family bought what was then 2 unfinished mansions, only to combine them and complete the construction. There's a concept in real estate known as economic obsolescence. It is the loss of value to factors outside of the underlying real estate. If this home were ever to sell, it would likely take a huge hit on price because it is overbuilt for the area.
That was before the general public had accepted the fact that it was going to happen. And there were a lot of comments in the comments section that I'm going to read to you that were a little harsh. And if I was emotionally sensitive, I probably could have responded to in a mean way, but I think they're funny. And looking back on them, using as an example, I think is educational still. So before I read this, make sure to click that subscribe button, like, follow, do all that. It matters to us and growth is important. So, with no further ado, it is jealousy. Do something with your time other than try to use the Ace family for clout. Yes, using the Ace family for clout, that's what I do. Why be an attorney or banker or real estate or be a professional business person when I'm using a YouTube family for clout? It goes on. It says, and they have never said they walked away from their house and didn't even try to fix it because they want to leave, but then they didn't even have hot water. If you really believe a family lived with kids in a house for years with no hot water, I gotta tell you, you're gullible. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that as nobody lives in a house with no hot water for years who's a multi-millionaire driving a Lamborghini. If you're driving a Lamborghini and taking cold showers every day, that's weird and probably a lie. It goes on. It says, they have never screwed anyone over and they were screwed over and scammed. Stopped acting like you know what happened with them and their house. It's funny how people who now are being sued for scamming people are the ones you were saying got scammed. Or maybe they financially cut corners and didn't understand what they were getting into. You could say they were naive. You could say that they didn't know. But if you know that you don't know something and you know that you're not a subject matter expert, maybe it would be in your best interest to ask somebody like, I don't know, an attorney, a broker, a real estate agent, somebody to help you out. But they didn't do that. Not my fault. They weren't scammed. They weren't educated. Stop dragging it on. Haters, that's exactly what you all are. I guess I'm a hater, which is going to be a reoccurring theme here. So the next one, also one of my favorites, is a follow-up to somebody who started off nice. And this person said, and why do you need to throw hate on them, there's that word again, for attention, and you don't even know them because I'm sure they don't want to deal with the hate they get, and I know they are famous and stuff, and people are gonna hate on them, but it doesn't need to go as far as people saying their house is getting foreclosed on. So go back to your actual real estate job, at least you knew what I do, and get your damn money. I will get my damn money. And worry about that because you making a video about a house you have nothing to do with is getting you nowhere in life. Well, on one hand, you guys are saying that it's getting me clout because I'm making the videos for clout. On the other hand, you're saying it's getting me nowhere in life. Well, sadly, both are wrong. The channel is not getting very popular and I didn't blow up and I'm not on E and I'm not telling everybody how awesome I am and my career is hating on the Ace family. And I sure as shit am not hating on anyone. If I'm telling you something from a legal perspective, as in I've reviewed the legal documents, this house is in foreclosure, that's a legal fact. So you can deny it all you want, but if I'm telling you as an attorney, I've reviewed records that are public, You can go out there and find them too. I've pointed a number of people to the video, and you still call me a hater. It's convenient that anybody who speaks out about this family is dubbed a hater when they're pointing to things that are legal documents. So fun. And my last one, I like this one because it accuses me of being a hater and a stalker. And you know me, I've got all the time in the world to stalk people, so this makes total sense. LOL, you're acting like a stalker. Like you're stalking them, or you live with them or something, because there's no way that they would just put out that their house is getting taken away all over the internet. No, they wouldn't put that out all over the internet. What puts that out all over the internet is the fact that when you go into a foreclosure, there is a public document, a pre-foreclosure document called a notice of default. You have defaulted on your loan and you will go into foreclosure. And there's several other trailing documents after that, which make it public record that you're going to lose your home. So they made a video that was an hour long explaining away all the things that happened to them, but they did a very bad job because they weren't educated. They didn't have the financial literacy. Leaving this comment for the end, it says, also, it's not emotional connection. It's called sticking up for people because all people don't know how to stop spreading rumors. Here's the problem. You are sticking up for people you do not really know. Their job is to act a certain way to get views. They have millions of followers and they have a vested interest in protecting that image to continue to get the revenue from those millions of followers. So making sure you see them with the best possible spin is financially motivating for them. They have an economic reason to do that. So for all of you out there who seem to fall in love with these families, like you feel connected to them in some way to where you have to go on a website and bash someone who actually has the credentials and isn't just some YouTube guy, I would say to you, you should probably pause, do the research, and consider what is being said in the videos. Because the whole point of this channel is not to be a hater, is not to be a stalker, and is not to spread false information. As a matter of fact, in my particular profession, I can't do that without having an ethical problem that could really damage me financially. The whole point of this channel is to spread financial literacy and education and awareness to the same kinds of people making those comments. So if you're one of those people who made those comments, I've never responded negative to you and I never will. And the reason why is I'm here to help you and I'm here to educate. But you gotta be willing to receive the message. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. And I promise it'll be a lot more positive.